I would say never let addiction beat you. Every person has enough willpower inside of them to get over it. You just got to really want it. That's
Hey, you! We're here in Satellite Beach, Florida. This is the People's Podcast 2. I'm the Y guy, and you are our Y.
I think in some type of way, I struggle a little bit every day.
I just pray and then put my effort into whatever thing I want to put it into.
Communication is the key to success. I mean, that's what they say.
Absolutely. Yeah, unity is so important.
You are our Y. Hey, everybody, this is the Y guy. We're in Satellite Beach, Florida, and we're here with
Joseph.
Joseph. How are you doing today?
No, I'm not doing too bad. Done with work for the day, so just kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Dropped off a DoorDash order to you, and you said you'd be willing. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm and just your willingness to get on camera and be able to share your story. And I'm sure it'll make an impact in somebody's life.
I hope so.
I'm just grateful for you, man. I couldn't be more happy. So, are you from this area originally?
No, I was actually born in the Caribbean, St. Thomas. It's an island pretty near Puerto Rico. It's a pretty popular tourist destination. But I grew up there for like 9 years, and then I moved to England. Lived there for like another 9 years, did school.
Wow.
And then just came down here when I was 18 and been kind of trying to build a life for myself,
Man, that's impressive. Was that more so family moving, or was that choices that you made to go to England? And obviously the first one was family, I'm sure.
Yeah, my parents divorced when I was 4.
Okay.
Both of them are English. My dad got a lot of health complications, so he had to move back over there since healthcare's free. And stupid kid logic where I was like, well, I've lived with mom for 9 years, maybe I'll go live with dad for 9 years, and yeah, I mean, I don't really regret it, but I definitely think things might have turned out better if I stayed with mom.
Okay. What do you think you learned from it and being in England for so long, and why'd you choose to come back?
Well, I was a dropout in school. And I kind of spent most of my time in England, like kind of just bumming around, smoking weed with my friends and shit. And eventually I was like, you know what? Let me go try and make something of myself, I guess. And so I asked mom if I could go move back in with her and she could help me get started with work. Unfortunately, being 18 and moving down to the Caribbean, got into the party lifestyle again.
Okay.
Didn't make good choices. But luckily there was a line cook I was working with, and he could kind of see through everything. And he was like, Joe, I don't think you're a bad kid. I think you just made some bad choices. And my wife and I are moving back to Florida here in the next couple months. Would you want to come stay with us and maybe have a second chance at things?
Wow.
So,
dude,
I was like, dude, I love you, man. I'd love to come do that. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you still with him right now?
No. I live alone now. He passed away probably about 3 years ago.
Oh man.
So sorry if I get a little teary thinking about him.
I appreciate it. I mean, that's a pain right there that he did, but I mean, just to help you, did he help a lot to get going?
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
yeah. He got me started with a job. He let me live with him and his wife rent free for like 2 or 3 years.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so
what a blessing, man.
I mean, I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was just a dishwasher, but stuck at it for a while. Got friendly with one of the cooks I was working with and moved into this place 12 years ago with him. Obviously, time's gone on and people move on. So here on my own now, but I just kind of stuck to things. And I mean, that last restaurant I was working at, the owner sold it and the new guy came in and he saw how hard I was working there. He's like, what the fuck are you doing washing dishes, man? So put me on salad station, did that for like 2 weeks. And he's like, you know what? You want to come give the line a shot? I was like, yeah, man, I've never really cooked before. But he's like, don't worry. You work hard. You're smart. You'll be fine. I was like, okay. And did that for about 3 or 4 years. And that owner came back to me and he's like, so our executive chef is quitting. Would you want me to train you to take the position? Like, I know you don't really know a lot about this stuff, but you've got the work ethic and the smarts about you. And I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. and ended up doing that for almost 10 years. So
Holy cow.
yeah, it was quite a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So, and here I am now. I'm working over at a bagel shop just around the corner. I've sold the car, just walk to work every morning. It's
Yeah.
2 minutes away. It's real nice. So.
Yeah, and you got an amazing spot right here. But I mean, I think that everything you said right there could impact somebody's life in so much ways. And I'm just curious to jump back at one point. What do you think inspired you when you were hanging out with your buddies in England that said, you know what, I'm done with this? Or was it just you did it for so long and you're just sick of it? Or was there something that someone talked to you maybe that gave you that, maybe there is something more to this thing?
There was a friend I was living with, because I was basically couch surfing at the point, and one of his parents was kind of like, Joe, like you really seem like you could do a lot more with yourself than just
Really?
smoking weed with Toby all the time, which I know it's what I enjoyed, but I was like, you know what, maybe he's right. Maybe I should try doing something. So I talked to my mom about it a lot, and she was very happy to hear that I was trying to make things better for myself.
I bet.
So she was very supportive.
That's awesome. It seems like, dude, people are just coming into your life and just definitely from your recognizing who you are as an individual. So that might be the biggest thing, that if you weren't the person you are, obviously they probably wouldn't recognize it, but they just see you and then they come in and help pull you out of certain situations and help you grow. And then you get, and I was going to amend you for working as a dishwasher for 3 years and not making a fuss out of it, but just busting your butt every single day.
No, I was
like
just,
that's
just happy to be
amazing.
At work.
I mean, that mindset right there, I think, can translate to anybody's life. You get in a job and you're like, oh, I hate this, so I'm not going to even give anything. I'm going to just do what I do just to get the paycheck. But it seems like you just went in, tried to learn everything you could at being a dishwasher, probably watched around everything else around you too. And people recognize that in you. And now you're at where you're at and you're moving up every single day. So that's huge. And I just appreciate your story so much right there. But the question kind of dumb, I guess, at this point, but do you think if your story was told to somebody, it could make an impact on their life?
I mean, I would really hope so. Like, I think the thing that I kind of learned from all of that is, like, you should never really give up on yourself.
Yep.
Just, like, work hard, play hard, and, things will work out for you. Like, I mean, shit, dude, I don't even have a high school education. And I'm here living on Florida Beach on my own. Never worry about my bills. Like, I mean, it's anyone can make anything of themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That message right there is huge too. And what through a lot of the struggles you went through, what do you think is one hurdle that you did you recognize that you could think would make a big impact on somebody's life that you have overcome?
I would say never let addiction beat you. Every person has enough willpower inside of them to get over it. You just got to really want it. That's all there is to it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trust me, like I did a lot of drugs that I'm not really proud of. Drank way too much, and I lived that party lifestyle for a long time. And I was like, it's just, I can't keep doing this, man. I gotta do something about this. Make something of myself. Like, if nothing else, at least make your parents proud of what you did.
I love that little bit right there too. That was awesome. I mean, if you could just have that as a sentiment of gratitude to be able to do every single day, I mean, that's a foundation to live off of alone right there. So I appreciate that 100%. And what's like a day-to-day that you commit to just keep yourself just moving forward, getting to work and everything, just moving forward?
The first thing that I always like to do is make sure that I wake up an hour before I have to be at work. I'll go take like a 2-mile jog in the morning, make breakfast, make sure that I'm like ready to take on whatever the day's got for me. I mean, other than that, really, it's it's all just mental preparation, I guess. I'm not really sure what else to say.
Dude, that was great. The golden hour. It's the most important. I mean, if I could get that to anybody, I think that's one of the best things to do. Get that hour of solitude before you actually jump out into the world and get into the busy mindset that the world tries to throw us all into all the time.
Because it's not an easy world out there, and a lot of people are out to get you. I know it's sad to say that, but it's unfortunately, I've kind of learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Or if anything, they're just out to do it for them, for themselves, and they're not worried about who's in their way.
That's probably a better way of saying it. Yeah.
They're just fighting to get to where they want to be as well. So it's just, how it goes, and it seems just always abrasive in a way. So I appreciate that too. And do you think communication? There's a power in communication in building
Oh my
relationships.
gosh, of course. Like that's always been the one thing that I've always struggled with personally.
Yeah.
And I do try to like make myself better every day. Like right now, I'm talking to a complete stranger in
You
front
are.
of hundreds of strangers.
Look at you
Like,
Yep.
But yeah, no, I totally agree with you, man. Like communication is probably one of the most important things in a relationship. Like, be it just friends, workmates, partners. You know, um, if there's anything that ever bothers you, just talk about it.
Exactly. Get it out of your head. It's the best thing for you.
Yeah.
It's really the best medicine there is in the world, just to speak it through. So I appreciate that. And do you believe that goal setting is necessary to inspire action, keep moving forward every day?
Yes and no. Personally, for me, I kind of just take everything day by day.
Mm-hmm.
I very much struggle and procrastinate if I set myself goals, but every person's different and people work
Very much
differently.
so.
Like I know people with ADHD, for example, and they have to write themselves a little list of 5 things every day that they're going to get done, just as a small example. But yeah, me personally, just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the teacher's mindset too, to go with the opposite of you, to be able to explain like, this is me, but this is what I also see too. So I appreciate that too. So, and my last one for you, think a message like unity in today's world can make an impact if it gets out to the people?
I mean, one thing I will say is never judge people based on their problems. Just because a problem seems more insignificant to you doesn't mean that it's not making that person hurt just as much as something worse that would happen to you. Does that kind of make sense? I know I didn't word that very well, but
No, I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. It's basically just love your neighbor like yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
Treat people as you'd want to be treated.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there in a mouthful, and I appreciate it. And I just really want to tell you, man, thank you so much. I dropped an order off. You started a good conversation, and you were willing to get on camera, and I just couldn't be more grateful for you. Your story will for sure impact some people on the other side of the camera, and even the answers that you gave were full-hearted, and you just gave your whole entire heart for someone that you've never met before, and I just appreciate it so much. And for not being someone that doesn't usually get into conversation, especially with strangers, to be willing to get on camera and just share your story, to be able to make an impact on somebody, is the biggest deal ever, and I couldn't be more grateful for you, man.
I'm so happy to help you, man. I had a good vibe when I saw you, and I was like, yeah, I could talk to this guy. He seems really nice.
I love it. Thank you, Joe.
Hey.
Give me some love. Bring it in, man. Ah, that's wonderful.
Why? I
He's
really
the
wish you
best.
the best of luck, man.
Thank you for watching this interview. We hope and pray that this story could help you, encourage you, or inspire you to take action in any way. We challenge you to see yourself in every interviewee, and we challenge you to get out and talk to one new person every single day. If this impacted your life in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We're posting one new video every single day, Monday through Saturday. Thank you so much for your time. This is the People's Podcast. We're praying for you always.
Man, that's deep.